Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. It's my favorite time of the week, the Can Caddy Cash Show with Jeff Cadillac from jeffcadillac.com and on Twitter. Jeff Cadillac 1. Right now we're taking a look at NFL Week 11, and Jeff Cadillac is in a downright ebullient mood this week. Why? He's coming off a 3-2 week. He dipped down to a 500 last week, starting to climb back, and took a nice step forward, 3-2 last week. Jeff Cadillac, thanks for being back with us.
Always a pleasure, Peter.
All right, Jeff Cadillac, you're climbing back over 500, climbing back up, hopefully to 55%, then maybe 60%. What do you think the future has in store for your picks on this show?
Hey, the sky's the limit, Peter.
Really? The sky is the limit for Jeff Cadillac's NFL handicapping picks. That seems a little hard. The sky?
That's right.
Wow.
You know what? I'll tell you something. Some of those guys, hey, I do one pick a week on Twitter. My best bet at Jeff Cadillac 1. I'm 6-4 over there.
No.
So you got a spot pick, baby.
You're 6-4 on your best bets of the week? Are you serious?
That is correct, sir.
Wow. All right. Hey, color me
Twitter.
Impressed. And your best bets can be found where? On Twitter. Jeff Cadillac 1, right?
At Jeff Cadillac 1. So
Okay.
for all you guys that are watching this video and telling me this and telling me that, if you log on to Twitter, I post my best bet of the week every week on Friday. It's 6-4 against the spread.
Okay. So for everyone who's telling Jeff this, telling Jeff that, if you're not logging on to Twitter, shut up. All right, I got the lines here, widely available lines to NFL Week 11. What's your first game that you want to discuss this week, Jeff Cadillac?
Okay, my first game this week is the Detroit Lions at the Arizona Cardinals.
This is an interesting one. No Carson Palmer for Arizona. Detroit with Megatron back. We'll see what you have to say about this game right now. Arizona -2, market-wide.
Oh, I'll take it. I love Arizona at home.
Okay.
Bruce Arians, I've been saying for a long time, he's one of the most underrated coaches in the NFL. I love this guy. He's not afraid to pull rabbits out of the hat. And let me tell you something. Just because Carson Palmer is down, Drew Stanton is no slouch. He came in last week against the Rams, and he threw that bomb to John Brown, and, man, that was beautiful. John Brown stretched that baby out. He caught that touchdown, and he's dancing in the end zone. I'll tell you something. I loved Arizona in that game against St. Louis. I think Arizona's got the right spirit. Detroit, I'm looking for a second-half collapse. I think Megatron is overrated. He complains too much, little knick-knack injuries here and there. Give the dog a bone. I just don't, I'll tell you something. I like Arizona at home here. They're going to run. Drew Stanton's not afraid to throw that ball. I like Arizona at home. Later points.
Okay, Jeff Cadillac like an Arizona -2 for his first pick. What's your second game you want to discuss this week, Jeff?
Okay, my second game is the Cincinnati Bengals at the New Orleans Saints.
Okay, this is an interesting one. New Orleans -7. Cincinnati, of course, coming off the shameful, embarrassing Thursday night loss to Cleveland, where Andy Dalton just completely essed the bed. Jeff Cadillac, what do you like here?
I like New Orleans at home. I like the bounce back. It's in the dome. Cincinnati's defense is not as good as they were last year. And everybody on Thursday night, Dalton, I'll tell you something. I wrote to a few people. I felt like Dalton was playing like he was on the take. Come on. Cincinnati was home. They're on national TV. They're like a 6.5 point favorite. And in comes Cleveland, and Cleveland looks like they're the favorite. They beat up. The first pass that Dalton passed was an interception. He came out there. I don't understand. But Cincinnati definitely on the road. Not a good road team. New Orleans, is going to bounce back here in the Dome. Jimmy Graham, and in fact, they would have covered last week against San Francisco hadn't it been for that, flopping by the San Francisco cornerback last second. It was 24-all, and Breeze throws up that bomb, and Graham catches it. So he touches him a little bit. So what? They usually don't call that. They usually let it play. Everybody even said that they usually let that play. And they looked at the replay. It was a little bit of a flop. They called it. New Orleans lost in overtime. But I like them to bounce back here on a second game at home in a row. Take New Orleans, later points.
All right, New Orleans -7. What's your third game, Jeff Cadillac?
Okay, my third game is the Philadelphia Eagles at the Green Bay Packers.
Right now, the widely available line is Green Bay -5.5 or 6. Both, of course, coming off of huge wins. What do you like here, Jeff?
Well, I'll tell you something. Mark Sanchez on Monday night against Carolina, he was saved by a few things. You look at that game, Philadelphia won because their defense was on top of Cam, and he couldn't get anything going. Plus, Cam looked pretty, banged up over there and everything. And then you got on the other side, you got Rodgers is like a machine. I mean, 42-0 at halftime. I mean, turn the sets off right then and there, go home, get some sleep on Sunday night. You got the offense for Green Bay is unbelievable. When Rodgers is like a surgeon, he looks for any kind of mistake in the defense, and he picks you apart. Now, I'm expecting Philadelphia's Mark Sanchez to have a bad game because he is typical. If you've seen, if you listen to him and watched him with the Jets and everything, he's not a consistent kind of guy. Chip Kelly, yes, he might have a rebirth with Chip Kelly, but I think he's going to have a bad game against Green Bay. They're going to throw some things at him. They'll have a couple interceptions. Aaron Rodgers at home, come on, he's telling the Green Bay faithful, chill out, don't worry, I'll get you to the promised land. Well, this is a game where he definitely picks Philadelphia apart, and I like Green Bay at home laying the points.
All right, Aaron Rodgers promising that he's going to take his followers to the promised land, much like you tell your followers, your JeffCadillac.com followers, that you're going to take them to the promised land. Last week, you gave us a winner with Green Bay, and that was a great pick, one of your 3 winners last week. Green Bay -5.5 is currently a widely available number. All right, Jeff, what's your 4th game this week?
My 4th game of the week, San Francisco at the New York Giants.
Okay, well, here we go. The Giants right now +4 is the widely available number. And this is, if you think San Francisco is maybe overrated, overvalued, you like the Giants here. If you think that the Giants are just a horrible team, San Francisco usually strong on the road, then you like San Francisco -4. What do you like here, Jeff?
I'll tell you something. I like San Francisco on the road here.
Okay.
Because yeah, I know. Yeah, gee, no kidding, right?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you something. The reason why is that San Francisco is on a mission. They have come back. Patrick Wills, unfortunately, is out. Aldon Smith is coming back. Navarro Bowman will be coming back. I mean, they're in emergency mode because all of a sudden Arizona's leading that NFC West. The Giants, they're just terrible. I mean, Seattle, after that they beat the Giants, they're talking about, yeah, we came together, we did this, we did that. Big deal. You beat the Giants. They're terrible. They had all these off-season signings, and they all went kablooey. I'm telling you, I've never seen so many people come to a team, and halfway through the season, they're all on either injured reserve or they're not even with the team anymore. I mean, I don't think one off-season signing, except maybe Rashad Jennings, actually worked out for them. It's terrible. The defense, the secondary for you got Rogers Cromartie back there. All you see is him shaking his head because everybody gets beat back there. It's terrible. San Francisco is a very good road team. We all know that. As a road favorite, they have an incredible record. I like San Francisco. The Giants are going nowhere. Tom Coughlin will be done after the season. They should even get rid of the GM. Take San Francisco, lay the points.
All right, San Francisco -4. I have a feeling, I'm smelling it. Some people are going to be countering you on this one, but we'll see how this turns out and who winds up proving right. All right, what's your 5th game for us, Jeff Cadillac?
Okay, my 5th game here might be a little surprise to you, but it's the Oakland Raiders at the San Diego Chargers.
Okay, and I'm assuming you like San Diego -10 here.
You are wrong, sir. I will tell you why. And what's the spread on this game?
Well, 10 or 10.5, both widely available.
Okay. I like Oakland plus the points, and I'll tell you why. In the last 11 games with Oakland versus San Diego, Oakland is 8-3 against the spread. If you look at a lot of games that they play San Diego, they play them very tough. It's like one of these games that they just get up for in the division rivalry. Also, San Diego is a very banged-up team. Their defense is banged up. Ryan Matthews hasn't come back. It's like running back by committee. And the problem is that every time Phillip Rivers sees Oakland black and silver, he gets confused. So this is a game that I definitely like the points. Oakland is so overdue. It's incredible. I mean, it's about time that, okay, if they don't win the game outright, I like the points here. And hopefully they'll play nice and close, and I think it'll happen Take the points.
Okay, Jeff Cadillac. Well, right now, Oakland plus 10.5 is a widely available number. I previewed this game with Al McMorty, and Al McMorty said that he really likes San Diego here minus 10, and I told him that I thought that was going to be a public side. But then I said, you know what? Sometimes the public does like the underdog. Not that I necessarily consider you to be a public bettor. I consider you to be one of the super sharp guys, but Al McMorty is on the other side of that one. Jeff Cadillac, we have all your picks for NFL Week 11. Good luck. We'll see if you can give us another 3-2 week, or maybe a 4-1 week, or maybe a 5-0 week. It's never happened before on this show, but it's always a possibility. Jeff Cadillac, thanks so much, and we'll talk to you again next week.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.